Hi guys, welcome to another week of Force of Will news. Back again after missing last week, so this week is gonna have both last week and this week's Force of Will news, which is fun because there hasn't been a whole lot going on, obviously, with us sort of preparing to get into the starter decks and the new set and the new cluster in general. But until then, it's sort of sparse news, so it's good to sort of combine it all together. I'm back from my 2-week break from you guys, technically. So hopefully we'll get back on schedule with a lot of our videos and different things like that. We have a couple ideas we're going to be putting together here pretty soon, so we're pretty excited about that. If you guys want to stay up to date, in the description we have our Facebook as well as the Discord chat. You guys can join that and let us know ideas you have, or if you want to just talk about Force of Will. And we're hoping to interact more, maybe do some games with you guys. I think I've mentioned before, and now we can actually get on that now that we're back and running. So getting into the actual news now, we'll start out with first, it was announced that spoilers for the new starter decks is going to be starting on the 18th. So in about 2 weeks is when we'll start getting our first spoilers. And Jordan did say that these spoilers for the starter decks are going to be coming out Tuesday nights. And so if you're not familiar, that's different from the usual, which I believe is Monday night and Thursday night. Is usually when spoilers happen, and the reason for that is because Jordan said once those spoilers start in 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks after that, the spoilers for the new booster box Ancient Knights is going to start. So we'll have Monday and Thursday night will be spoilers for Ancient Knights, and Tuesdays will be spoilers for the starter decks. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Going to be a crazy amount of spoilers to figure out. A lot of videos will probably be releasing for you guys, so be prepared for that. An interesting thing to note, you can now look up the names of the starter decks. I actually don't have them on me, but don't worry, they're out there. But it's interesting to note that the starter decks have a subtitled name that's different than the cluster or the set or anything like that. So I'm sure it's just a purpose of identification, but it is an interesting thing to note. If you go look up the starter decks to pre-order, they do have sort of a subtitle name on top of the actual individual starter deck names. So Jordan said he is cautiously excited about something new they're going to be introducing. He said not in a bad way, he's just curious how people are going to react to it. So he said they're going to be introducing an entirely new mechanic to rulers, and he said it's going to be something going forward that every single ruler is going to have going forward. It's an entirely new thing that works from what it was explained to me, like a new way that it works. So we have continuous effects, activate, instant, all these different types of effects, and so this is a new type of theme that works on all rulers. And so he said it's going to be very interesting, and he's just extremely curious, essentially, just to see what everyone's reaction is going to be to it. So obviously we have no idea what this is going to be. My first thought is it might be something along the lines of Energize, but when he said that it'd be like an ability almost, it might almost be a replacement for Godzords, or a way to make rulers and J-rulers always viable no matter what, or I don't even know, but I'm kind of excited to see what it is now too, though. And he did confirm, going back to the starter decks, that the first deck that's going to be spoiled is going to be the light deck, so we'll be able to get those pandas right off the bat just to start with, so that'll be really exciting. He did say that while there are some good cards in the starter decks, don't get too worried if you see some cards that don't feel very strong or seem kind of weak in general. He said that because of the way the cluster is set up, where it's going to be continuous support for all the cards, that cards that seem weak now are going to become extremely strong, or at least viable in some fashion later on. So he said don't get discouraged if you see mildly weak cards, that they'll get stronger as the cluster progresses. He's also said he's excited about the promos for September. It's something we had mentioned in several weeks back in the Force of Will news. He had mentioned, but that they're going to be schoolgirl, or just not schoolgirl, just in school, high school or something like that, promos. So Jordan was really excited about revealing that, and I'm pretty excited about that too. That's going to be pretty awesome. I'm sure Joey's really excited about that as well. Someone had asked him about Ubers and if they're going to keep doing Ubers the way they are, and Jordan did say that they have discussed changing what Ubers are, like switching. Right now they're grayscale with a little bit of color splashed into it, and so he said they have discussed changing what that rarity would be. Like it would still be that super rare rarity, but probably like the look of it or different things like that. Nothing like they've actually done right now. It's just the discussions have happened about it. He did say that there is, as of right now, no plan to reprint any Dual Stones anytime soon. So hold on and use those while you can until, I mean, you still got plenty of time. You got a full year, but in a year, those are gone. He said that trial decks have already been printed with the new formatting. If you remember, we had those Captain Hook and Peter Pan decks, but as soon as they came out, their formatting was already obsolete. So that they have been reprinted with the new formatting. He said they've already been given to the distributors, but he doesn't know why they haven't been distributed to the individual stores yet. He said that's a distribution thing that he's not informed on, but they should. They're already out there, and they should be either at stores or getting to stores soon. So keep an eye out for that, and make sure to ask your locals about getting those, to asking their distributor to get those as well. We asked him if demo decks will come out like Magic does, where Magic has demo decks just always at different stores where new players can come in, use them to sort of learn the game, and then bring them home to keep them. And he said that's what the new format of the Peter Pan, Captain Hook type of thing, that what I just talked about, he said that's what those are actually supposed to be. So that's actually really cool. So I'm pretty excited about that. And he did say that information about rotation, including when rotation is occurring and what it means in relation to the promos and reprints and stuff and different things like that, is going to be coming out next week. So next week's Force of Will news, we'll be covering all that, hopefully after he reveals all that in the Q&A, and hopefully some more information about different things. We had some questions lined up. We were asking him about if pre-release kits are going to be changing in the new cluster, if that's going to be one of the things, as well as different questions and information regarding casters and architects. So hopefully we'll get a lot more information next week. That's pretty much everything for this week. But yeah, so like I said, stay tuned. We have another deck profile coming out this week, so look forward to that. We should have some more gameplay coming out, and not this week, but in the future, we're working on some experimental stuff that I'm hoping you guys will like. We're gonna put a lot of effort into it, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so subscribe to keep updated on the news, as well as all the other Force of Will content that's going to be coming out, and we'll see you guys next time. Beep boop boop boop. Meow.